So most of us have a regular budget for our households, and most of us also plan for our retirement with specialized savings plans. But not enough of us have a financial plan for what comes next. Perhaps nursing home care and eventually directions for what happens to our estate when we pass away. Our estate expert in estate planning, David Carrier, is here to help us through that process. And I know that not a lot of us like to talk about what happens when we pass away, but
Right.
It is serious business because of the tax implication that goes along with your estate.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I don't have any toys today. You know, it's like that guy in that movie. You know, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this. Well, for the longest time, we had the death tax, and then we got rid of the death tax for all practical purposes. You know, you have to have more than 22 million if you're a married couple to worry about the death tax. Okay, so we closed the door on that. But guess what? Congress is opening a window now to come after your 401k, your IRAs, and it's something we've been focusing on for years. I mean, how do we minimize the tax burden? How do we protect this for the kids? How do we make sure that the leftovers from your IRA are going to benefit your kids and not just go to the state?
I always assume that because my husband and I have been very dedicated at contributing the max we can to our 401k.
Sure.
He's got a 403b,
Right.
and also making all those other plans, thinking that if our resources outlive us, then we will be able to pass those down to our kids and now to our grandchild. But you're saying now that the government's going to swoop in and try to take some
Well,
of
they're
that?
doing it already. Right now, the law right now says that when you leave it to the kids, they can take required minimum distributions over their life expectancy. That's the law right now. Well, of course, that's a whole big pile of money. See, here's the thing. This is what cheeses me, right? They talk about, oh, we're going to tax the rich. We're going to tax the rich. Hey, there aren't enough rich. You've got a 401k. You're the rich. It's like playing cards, right? If you don't know who the sucker is at the table, you're the sucker, and they're playing you that way. I mean, it's infuriating because it's, save your money, you know, money for a rainy day, plan for, oh, guess what? No more pensions, right? We don't have any more pensions. All the other things are gone away. Can't count on Social Security. That's going out of money in 2035. So take care of yourself. Save your money. Max out your 401k. Still good advice for you so far. But part of the deal was you get to leave it to your kids. And now they're saying, yeah, we don't like that deal. We don't like that deal.
So then how do you protect that? How do you make sure that you are at least maximizing all of the opportunities you have to give as much to the next generation as possible?
Right. So the good news is that there are some fairly simple things that you can do as part of your estate plan to avoid the downside of leaving IRAs. You know, I've said for years, the worst thing you can possibly do to your kids is make them direct beneficiary on your IRA. And we're not going to get into that here. Because today I'm just focusing on the tax aspects and the unavoidable. Perhaps it was passed by the House a couple of weeks ago. Senate's about to take. Here's the thing: everybody thinks it's a great idea. State government thinks it's a great idea. Federal government thinks it's a great. The Wall Street Journal thinks it's a great idea. Well, if everybody else at the table thinks it's a great idea. Well, it's a great idea for them.
Okay.
But how's it going to work for you?
Yeah, so what do you do then to make sure you protect it?
Yeah, to get back.
This hasn't been passed, it hasn't been signed into law yet, so there are still some steps in the process.
There are some steps you can take.
But is this part of what you coach people through and go through in terms of the retirement planning, the estate planning, I suppose is a better way to put it?
Right, every single time. You know, you can't. You know, there's things that people ignore that you can't ignore. You can't ignore long-term care.
Right.
Okay, we got that handled. Okay, we're good to go on that. They don't make it easy for us. They keep making, okay, got that one handled. How about the taxes? That's the new thing. That's the new attack on the middle class. And it's on the middle class. Don't make any mistake about it. This is not for the rich. Rich got their own ways of handling things. It's on the middle class who don't plan ahead, who don't maximize what's left. And, you know, at some point, I feel like I'm on the Titanic here. The dang thing's going down, and I'm looking for floating stuff.
Yeah, you're waving the flag. So let's talk about the life plan workshops that you offer. You offer these frequently in multiple communities across West Michigan. You make it easy for people to go through the process of making these plans.
Well, you know, we're sitting next to you at the table. You know, we're trying to make sure you don't get played for a sucker. And that's why we do these workshops. And we don't do them, hey, the circus came to town, you know, once a month or once a year or whatever. We do them every single week. We do them whether it's up in Norton Shores by Muskegon, whether it's down in Portage by Kalamazoo. We do them at the Holland office. We do them in Grand Rapids. The reason we do so many workshops is because we want to be there for you. When you need us, you don't have to wait until, oh, I got a free steak dinner in the mail or something like that. It's like, this is serious stuff. And it's not just a matter of our convenience, it's really a matter of yours.
Right, and so you also offer appointments for people to make if they would like to give your office a call.
Absolutely.
And set up an appointment.
See, we try to make things as easy as we possibly can. So whether you go to the website and you look at some videos, you know, we've got written material on the website, love to have you do that. You can just call up and say, hey, I have an immediate need. Great, we'll handle that. Or come to the workshop, you know. If there was a way to make it easier, and frankly, you can call up and say, just send me we've got books on stuff. We'll send you the Medicaid pamphlet. You know, we'll send you some written material. We just make it as easy as we possibly can.
Thanks, David. Thanks for stopping by.
You betcha.
And stay right there. More of 8 West when we come back. Don't go away.